Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I welcome you to Roger's Kakasungura YouTube channel, a place where we analyze politics. And, Uhuru Kenyatta has pushed his deputy president, William Ruto, too hard to the corner, up to an extent that in one way or another, is like losing hope in the presidential race. But then, as I said in my previous video, Ruto is really fighting too hard to have so many members of parliament in parliament this year, come August. The other hand, Jubilee is fighting too hard to cripple ODM so that they have more members of parliament in Jubilee to cripple Raila presidency if at all the system has accepted to install Raila as the president. My argument is based on if Raila will become the president. And get me right. My argument or my analysis is based if Raila Odinga will become the president. Assume all factors remain constant as we see, and Raila takes over as the president of the Republic of Kenya come August this year. As you can see, Uhuru Kenyatta and the people in Jubilee Party are really fighting hard, very, very hard, to have more members of parliament in Jubilee than ODM. Jubilee is becoming more popular, whereas ODM is diminishing. So, I want to give you a picture of the Raila presidency, if at all it will happen. Raila will be the president in a parliament whereby there are more members of Jubilee and more members of ODM, more members of UDA than ODM. Now look at this. Ruto has ANC, Ruto has Ford Kenya and UDA. So, Uhuru is trying to make a presidential environment that they will control even after moving out of State House. By having Raila a president without members of parliament, it means Raila will be controlled because he will not have even the majority in parliament. Being a president without a majority in parliament is so risky. So this is what will happen. Right now, there is nothing that is too impossible in politics. So what am I trying to say? Raila atakuwa president, yes. He will have more members of Jubilee in parliament, yes. This means Uhuru must control Raila Odinga in making parliamentary decisions like changing the law and passing bills. So Raila cannot influence a bill in the parliament without a backup from Uhuru Kenyatta, that is Jubilee. This is what will happen. Uhuru Kenyatta has pushed Ruto to the wall. Now Ruto, after the August election, if at all Raila is becoming the president, Ruto will do a handshake with Raila. Raila himself will be forced to do a backdoor handshake with Ruto for him to have a fair ground in ruling. So this is how Ruto will punish Uhuru Kenyatta. If at all they push him and deny him presidency, Ruto will be forced to punish Uhuru Kenyatta. And what is the punishment? Ruto will have his members of parliament in the UDA for the Kenya and ANC. That is Kenya Kwanza. And then he will initiate a handshake with the desperate Raila Odinga who doesn't have a majority in parliament. So Raila will be forced to agree into Ruto for him to have a comfortable ruling ground in parliament. I don't know if you are getting my point. So, after the August election, Raila Odinga will partner with Ruto to punish Uhuru Kenyatta, meaning Uhuru Kenyatta will be rendered useless after the August election. Hakuna lisilowezekana katika siasa. And keep this video for future reference. Yeah, keep this video for future reference. Siasa ya Kenya vile inaenda iko na mambo mengi. Na saa hizi hata ukiuliza mtu yeyote kutoka ODM atakwambia saa hii Raila Odinga is not interested which member of parliament will win on an ODM ticket. Wamemfunika katika Azimio, wamemfumba macho na Azimio. Yaani ni kama mtu ambaye mvua inanyesha na anapewa shelter, nyumba yake ni ya nyasi ndio, inanyesha kidogo, lakini sasa hawezi kaa kwa hiyo nyumba kwa sababu pia inanyesha. Anaenda kutafuta makao kwa rafiki ambaye ana nyumba ya mabati. In this case, mtu mwenye ako na nyumba ya mabati ya Raila Odinga ni Uhuru Kenyatta. So inamaanisha nini? Wakati Raila ameingia katika nyumba ya Uhuru Kenyatta ambayo ni ya mabati, amekaa ndani. Unajua, when you shelter in somebody's house, he has ability kukwambia, ndugu, sasa nataka kuenda kwa duka, nataka kufunga hii nyumba. So itabidi umungoje mpaka wakati atarudi. That is how Raila will be a president. Rais ambaye hana nguvu za kupitisha miswada katika bunge. Lazima aende chini ya Uhuru kwa sababu ako na majority in parliament, kumwambia, ndugu, tunataka kufanya A, B, C, D. If Uhuru Kenyatta doesn't want that, haiwezi ikapita. Kwa hivyo, kuepuka sasa kufungiwa nyumba wakati mwenyewe anaenda kwa duka, ni kutafuta William Ruto, because by that time Raila will be desperate in having a say in parliament. On the same side, William Ruto will be desperate as an opposition leader who could wish also to have a say in that government. So what will he do? Because Raila has developed the same interest, desperation, and William Ruto has the same interest, desperation. So the two people will be forced to team up through a handshake so that they can kick Uhuru Kenyatta completely out of government. And that is how Uhuru Kenyatta will be rendered useless after the August election. What am I trying to say? Uhuru is sharpening his own sword right now. Uhuru Kenyatta is sharpening his own sword that will turn against him come August. Unajua Ruto have worked with Raila Odinga previously. Na amekuwa akisema kwamba, unajua wachana na hii mambo tunaona kwa TV ya matusi na mambo mengine. Ruto has always said, mimi sioni shida kufanya kazi na Raila Odinga. Anamaanisha nini? Not even becoming the deputy president. No. Because he's already retiring as the deputy president. He's now moving up. If he fails to move up, the only way to work with Raila Odinga, whom he has said he has no problem with, is to do a handshake to punish this man who has been pushing him too hard. So what am I trying to say? Vita vya Uhuru na William Ruto, atakayeumia baada ya uchaguzi ni Uhuru Kenyatta. Watch this space. Watch this space. Atakayeumia baada ya kura za mwaka huu sio mwingine ni Uhuru Muigai, kwa sababu atagongwa proper. Atarushwa nje kama kitu kidogo. Hii nyumba inaitwa State House, atarushwa nje. Ruto will take that position. Na Uhuru Kenyatta ataongea from outside there. That's how Ruto will punish Uhuru Kenyatta. So right now, the only mission that Ruto can do, kama presidency itakuwa ngumu, ule mpira ambao Ruto anafaa kucheza sasa hivi ni kuwa na wabunge wengi katika bunge linalokuja. Akikuwa na wabunge wengi kushinda ODM, not even Jubilee, akikuwa na wabunge wengi kushinda ODM, inamaanisha Raila aleta wale wake wa ODM waongeze kwa UDA na Ford Kenya na NC, so that they exceed the Jubilee members of parliament for them to have a say in making constitutional changes. Raila becoming the president will be a benefit to William Ruto in the coming days, because Ruto is young. After this election, if he cannot win, I'm sure he will contest in 2027. And if Raila will rule for 10 years, Ruto again will contest in another election. Now, to be relevant, he does a handshake, he gets us in parliament, so that they change some constitutional clauses that will favor him in future as a president. I wish you the very best. Keep subscribing, and thank you so much.